This guidelines were created to clarify the procedures and division of roles required to ensure quality and accuracy in patent translation work. While AI is utilized, it is ultimately essential to ensure quality through human eyes and experience. This slide explains the overall translation process and explains step by step the division of labor, confirmation items, and check. The translation process begins when the Tokyo office initiates a project and requests drawing preparation from the Thai office. They first check for similar past cases. If found, the Thai office creates a technical term list. If not, they proceed without it. Cloud.ai is then used to translate the document. The English source and AI-generated Japanese translation are aligned side by side in an Excel sheet, English on the left, Japanese on the right, with sentence-by-sentence comparison to confirm alignment. The Tokyo office performs the final check. Given Cloud AI's accuracy, line-by-line scrutiny is not always required, but numerical and alphabetical consistency must be confirmed. If all sentence pairs are present and intact and the Japanese reads naturally, the translation is considered complete. Claims are then drafted by a Japanese patent attorney, as Japanese claim structure differs significantly from other jurisdictions. For quality assurance, the Vietnam office back-translates the full document, excluding claims, using Cloud.ai. The back-translated English is compared line by line with the original English in Excel. The goal is not exact wording, but conceptual equivalence. If major omissions or discrepancies are found, they are flagged in red and referred to the Tokyo office. Differences caused by Japanese linguistic expansion can typically be ignored. Finally, the Tokyo office integrates the final text with the drawings and submits the patent application. While basic translations can be performed using AI translation tools such as Claude.ai, it is essential to create a comparison table of the original text and the translation in Excel and check it visually to avoid omissions or mistranslations. As we have already mentioned, Cloud.ai's translation accuracy is quite high, so there is almost no need to check each sentence for accuracy. Our Vietnam office also performs reverse translation checks, so there is no need to check the English translation in detail. Our Tokyo office checks whether the subject, numbers, symbols, and alphabets match in the original English text. We then check whether the translation sounds natural in Japanese and use Google Translate as an auxiliary tool if necessary. Consistency of terminology is extremely important in patent translation. Because overseas technical terms are often not standardized in Japanese, we strive to use katakana terms and existing technical term lists and A0 to ensure consistency wherever possible. If you have any questions, please contact our patent attorneys. Please make sure that numbers, units, subscripts, Greek letters, etc. are translated correctly. You should especially double-check that there are no typos in chemical or mathematical formulas. Double-check that the symbols in the drawings match those in the description. Please note that AI translations may omit symbols for parts of the description. This is a problem unique to AI translations. Don't forget to check that the names of the elements of the invention are consistent across both the drawings and the text. Claim translation requires legally sound expressions. For example, ambiguous expressions such as about and such as must be avoided. A patent attorney must always check that the claim structure, such as the premise and the feature, is accurately reproduced. Claim translations created by AI should not be trusted. Unfortunately, claims will be reliant on the patent attorney's traditional methods of creation. Any problems or corrections found during translation work or checking must be clearly recorded and shared with all parties involved. This must be done via Teams, Asana, email, etc. Be sure to share this information so that nothing you share is overlooked. Double-check that all checks are complete, update your checklist, and collect feedback to improve your translation for future translations. Our Thai office is responsible for creating technical terms as a preparation before starting translation. The Tokyo office will contact you to see if there are any previous projects. We check the original text and translation of the previous project and double-check whether it is for the same client and in the same field. Based on existing terminology, we create a complete translation list using Cloud.ai so that it can be applied to the current translation. Long text translations cannot be completed all at once. Using the professional version of Claude AI increases the amount of text to be translated by approximately 5 times. For long text translations, it is recommended to divide the manuscript into complete drawings or sections as you go along. Even when using the professional version of Claude AI, technical terms are strictly applied to each translation to ensure that the context is not lost. Please ensure that the translation environment is consistent. Finally, the divided manuscripts are aligned and integrated to complete a single document. Our Vietnam office performs the final back translation. Using Claude AI, we back translate the Japanese text translated by our Tokyo office into English, then compare the resulting text with the original English text side by side in Excel to confirm that the sentences match. In this case, it's sufficient to confirm that the subject, predicate, object, etc. are translated using expressions close to those in the original. In many cases, the sentences should be nearly identical. However, they don't need to be completely identical. If the content of the original text is not present in the back-translated English text, please check it, mark the relevant part in red, and contact our Tokyo office. Conversely, if the content of the back-translated English text is not present in the original text, there's no need to contact them. This is due to linguistic additions made when translating into Japanese. This article introduces standard prompts for using Cloud AI. It provides examples of 4 main prompts: technical term creation, full text translation, comparison table creation, and back translation. This will help ensure consistency in the work of both in-house and external translators. The goal of these guidelines is to promote quality and reproducibility. All offices involved must collaborate and take responsibility for each step of the translation process. Finally, remember that there is always room for improvement, so we welcome feedback and strive to optimize our processes. Please share your findings and suggestions.